Okay, we are live. Looks like my camera's a little off position here. Just adjust it better here. It's funny when I look at the camera app, it doesn't show it as quite so clipped. Probably because of resolution. Oh no, you don't want to see that. There we go. Well, that's about as good as I can get, I guess. Not messing too much. Okay. No, I know I can do it. Raise the water up a little bit. There. That's better. Okay, well, welcome. If anybody who's in there, hey, Marlene, thank you for joining us. I say us, my wife's really part of the business. I just haven't been able to talk her into joining me in one of these things. We'll do this one of these days. I'll probably have to move this setup into a better location. But anyway, I because of the holiday and a bunch of things going on, I moved it from Tuesday to Wednesday this week, and we'll see how that goes. And we'll hopefully attract us some other folks that maybe couldn't make it on Tuesday. Let's see how things are going out. I think you're here up in Northwest Vermont, for those that are new, if you're joining our video later on. And we are now enjoying some more spring-like weather, although it's quite cool today, only in the 60s. And we had a little bit of a drizzle this morning and had some rain yesterday. The garden's almost in. Got, I guess I want to say about half, maybe a little less than half of it in. So this is about the time of year we try to get in. My strawberries are looking great. So if I can keep them bug free and keep the slugs out of them, we'll have some pretty good sized strawberry crop this year. And tomatoes are going, some partially in. We're going to put the rest of them in. And potatoes, beans, what else? Squash, onions, Swiss chard. I forget what else. So, yeah, the Nino weather. I know it's weird. It has been a weird spring. I mean, we've had 80 degrees and we've had 60 degrees in the span of the same week. Now, this weekend, it's going to be back up in the 80s. So, and they're talking hot and humid. Well, it's 80s is, I didn't realize for some folks, isn't that hot. But for here, 80s is, we don't, well, in the past, I want to say now, because I haven't checked the data lately, but in the past, we maybe had 6 to 10 days in the 90s. And most of the summer was in the 70s and 80s. Very pleasant. And that's what I grew up with in Maine as well, not just here in Vermont, pretty similar for both places. So, let's see here. No, I'm not a farmer, just a garden for fun. We just like having fresh vegetables and that we grew ourselves, and we know they're organic and pesticide free and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes we'll make sauces or jams and that kind of thing out of it. We have a good sized freezer. We have to freeze stuff. We have to. So, well, there are a lot of farms around here. And there are a lot of good farmers markets around here. So we can buy a lot of fresh stuff. I think the first farmers market is tomorrow in our town. And then I think some of the other towns, I'm trying to think, I was just in Montpelier 2 weeks ago and they had their farmers market going. So there's farmers markets in most areas around here in Vermont. It's pretty common. Usually everybody has a different day. Like I think Montpelier's is on Saturdays, ours are on Thursdays. Sometimes they're on Mondays or Wednesdays or whatever. So you can hit one just about every day. It's pretty cool. Some of them sometimes they have the food trucks as well and things like that. Or there's people preparing fresh food. I've seen there's one guy who comes to ours that has a lot of Greek food, really good Greek food, and wood-fired pizza, things like that. So really nice. So, so let me see what else. Yes, that's pretty much it. Like I say, I've been enjoying the nice weather, but I'll be able to get up and walk the dog. And hopefully tonight we'll show you some things that we found interesting. I've dug into my batch of stuff that's some older stuff. Hey, Jocelyn. Thank you for joining. Digging into my batch of stuff that I've been sitting in boxes or whatever for months, maybe or more. So we have a mixture tonight. jewelry as always, and oddball things, some collectibles. I'm trying to look here, so what else? One electronics thing, a couple music boxes. So I think I didn't have a chance to, when I put the preview together yesterday, I just grabbed what was close by that I knew I was going to probably show tonight. And I just didn't have time to really put together a better preview. I apologize for that. But I'm glad you guys picked up on it, that the time change, the day change, I mean, so that's good. And I am still I'm open to, if somebody wants to join me some evening, email me. There's a couple folks I'm trying to negotiate a time that works for both of us. So there's a couple folks that I have talked to. And then there's one other person I have in mind that I was going to invite as well. But I'm trying to think here. I haven't decided if I'm going to, which nights like I said, usually I've been doing Tuesdays. I'm switched to Wednesday this week only because of the holiday and a couple of other things that came along. So, all right, that's enough chit chat. Let's get started. I have, as usual, I start out with a couple of items that are not jewelry, and then we'll get into the jewelry in a bit. Let me switch cameras over to that. And I've had some pretty good luck recently with eBay, so I'm really happy about that. So let's get started here. These are mugs that I am know came from a local pottery. This is from Onion River Pottery in Winooski, Vermont. It's just about a half an hour from where I live. And so they make all kinds of things to order for people. And for some reason, some of these were floating around, and they're not marked. There's no markings on either one of them, but I know that's what these are, just because that's the company. This is their style of pottery that they make. And so I've got these two mugs here. These are just standard size mugs. And what did I do? There it is on my list here. Okay, I was just going to start this at a couple dollars each. We'll start this at, let me get this in the chat here. Let me get this started. Onion River Pottery mugs. Starting bid at $2. Now, why does it do that? Now, why did this do that to me? I was trying to type in a comment and it killed it. Okay, let's try that again. Onion River Pottery. We'll start these at $2 for choice, if there's any interest. You see, I know I don't think anybody here is from Massachusetts. At least some of the folks I've dealt with. I do know a couple folks in that area that I've seen at the auctions, but at other auctions. And then Greenfield Village, if you're not familiar with Henry Ford Museum at Greenfield Village, that's up in the Detroit area. And there's nothing wrong with these. There's a manufacturing, because they're pottery. You can see this looks like a crack, but it's not really. It's just the way the glazing is done. So it's not a defect. Well, defect in the sense that it's not perfect, but anyway. But they're good mugs. They're clean inside and out. The bottoms are a little barely scuffed, but anyway, I didn't know if anybody would be interested in something like that. I try to throw things out every once in a while that it's a little different, just to see if there's any interest in stuff like that. I didn't think $2 start would be a bad thing. Just to see if there's any interest in those. Okay, let me get the next one. Items up, ready to go. There they are. Second item. And I'm going to throw up probably might take my note to myself here. Okay. Alrighty. No interest in those. That's all right. No problem. Like I said, I just sometimes throw things out there. You never know who might be interested in something like this. And so we'll put those aside. And you can see the next items actually are kind of in the corner here. A couple of little vases. This one says Florida on it. I'll show it up close here in a minute. Again, we'll start these choice of vase, $2, and they're not very tall. I think 5.5 maybe inches, roughly. That one's a little taller at 6. And this one here says Florida on little tiny lettering there. You can see that the stuff is raised up. And there's a little bit of decoration on the back here as well. And then this kind of cream colored one with flowers on it. Again, no markings. A little dirty on the bottom, but nothing. I mean, they were definitely used. There's some dirt residue in there, I'm sure. I didn't know if anybody would be interested in something like that. If there's any Floridians on there or people who winter in Florida, again, just throw those out there to see if there's any interest. And we will pass on that. I will dwell on these items. If somebody is interested, they'll most likely get on it fairly quickly. I know the lags can be anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds, so I try to talk for at least that long before I pass on. And move those out of the way. Okay. I am going to start with some jewelry, sort of. I got a bag full of bracelets. And I will show them up in front here. We'll start this at $5. And with the light bag, dump it out here so you can see it better. There we go. Let's keep it out there. These these large plastic ones still have the tag on them for $6.92. Another piece there. These here. Looks like a matching pair there. Large piece there. Another red one like that. Looks like there's an earring or something in here too. Huh. Yeah, that's an earring. Okay, whatever. That's an earring. Okay. So it isn't just bracelets, but it's mostly bracelets. There's a little post earring that may or may not have a match. Another one here. That looks like little faux pearls. May or may not have a match. That's another earring too. Looks like that doesn't have a match. I don't see anything like that. So anyway, didn't know if there'd be any interest in these random bracelets. There's another one of starfish. And there's a little necklace of sorts. There's a large earring there. There's random stuff here. Looks like an earring of some sort, yeah. So that looks like a. Is it supposed to be an earring? It's supposed to be all red stones in it. So there's some random stuff, mostly bracelets, like I said. If there's any interest. If not a problem. Let me pick up the next item. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, grab this. Oh, missed a piece. 2 more pieces there. Okay. No problem. Pass on that and stuff it all back in the bag. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. Hope the weather's good and you're not dealing with some of the tornadic activity out there that we're seeing in the middle of the country. What they say, how many dozens of tornadoes they saw over the past week or so. We have friends in Texas that so far have been, they're north of Austin, so far have managed to not be directly affected. We've lost power, I guess, but, intermittently. But, okay, I'll pass on that. Get that out of the way. Oh yeah. Anybody an M&M fan? This is an M&M candy dispenser. Let's see where to put on my list. There it is. Okay. M&M dispenser. We'll start this at $5. And I'll show you more details of it here. So you push this button here. It's where the jukebox is that kind of dispenses the candy into that tray. And there's the opening in the back here. It all goes in. I did wipe this down because it was pretty dusty where it came from. It is dated. Where is it dated? This is trademark M&M's character, M&M's Mars Incorporated, made. Don't see a date on it. But these are the guys here. You can see these little rubbery, and this is kind of rubbery the hands are. And this is plastic. These don't move or anything like that. But that's what it looks. If there's any interest in an M&M's candy dispenser? As far as I can tell, it's intact. I did find a similar one out there, and they are collectible, apparently. Okay. And no interest in the M&M dispenser, so we will pass and move on. Okay, all right. By the way, I usually try to remember to state this, anything that's jewelry-wise that I have that is marked silver, I'll tell you it's marked silver, but I have no way of testing it other than doing a simple magnet test. Same thing with gold. I can only do a magnet test. I need to invest in the kit. It's not expensive. I just keep forgetting to order one for next time from Amazon or wherever. Bidding increments. I put a lot of stuff at the beginning of the chat, so hopefully you've read some of that. Bidding increments are $1 up to $10, $2 after that. I ship with PayPal. I invoice through PayPal, ship through Pirate Ship, get you the best deal I can, but I also try to make sure I package it so it's not going to get damaged en route, which I've had a couple of issues with that in the past. With post office being a little rough on some of the packages. So I try to be really careful about, especially with any glass involved. Okay, so this is a game series of 7 different games in here. It's brand new, still in the shrink wrap. The shrink wrap is a little torn, I think, in the back here, but it's never been taken out of the package. It is in the original shrink wrap. It's called Teasers. There are 7 different little mini board games. These are great for you're on the road to play. I would say it says not for children under 3 years, which makes sense because it's got little tiny parts. And I will start this at spelling wrong. We'll start this at $10. So I can say you've got something called Starburst, Finish Line, Insanity, Roundabout, Tic-Tac-Toe, of course, Mind Magic, and Roll'em. As I say, age limit, ages 6 and up, it says here. Made by a company called Cardinal. So it's wooden with plastic pegs. Here's the back. It's pretty much similar to what's on the front. But it's in a nice metal tin. And I assume it'd be good for travel, or if you're at a camp or on the beach, whatever, someplace, and you're just looking for something simple to entertain yourself with a game, and you don't have power, and you're not on your phone, um, go back to the good old days of just playing a simple board game, which we still do. My grandkids actually like playing board games. They have a good time. We have a few favorites and card games too. So, in fact, it's pretty much throughout everybody, and pretty much everybody in the family likes to play. And we play everything from Monopoly to some of the newer games that are out there, and various versions. We had about 2 or 3 different versions of Monopoly at one time. So I'm not sure if that's still true, but okay. So I'll leave it up there for the moment. While I figure out what to bring up next. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll pass on this. And we'll get into the jewelry here in a minute. Just. All right, we'll do a trinket. How about a trinket box? Cute little trinket box. Let me bring the camera down. So close. Little smiley face trinket box. Smile, be happy. I have the lid taped on so it won't get dinged up. Let me just pop the tape on here. Show you the inside. That's very, very clean. That's just the tape hanging off of it there. And so little smiley faces all the way around. Oh. Boy, my tucking's no better tonight than any other night. We'll start this at $4. Oh, let's make this and make it interesting here. Let's see if there's any interest at $4. That's just tape there and there, just to keep the thing from getting scratched up and when it's moved around. There's the top. Looks like. I say there's no markings on it. I mean, label, manufacturer or whatever. So I have no idea if there's a particular manufacturer. Okay. Now let's go to our first jewelry set. I think I may have shown this last week, but there weren't either only a few people watching, if any, so at the time. So I just wanted to show it one more time because it is a Liz Claiborne piece that's coming up. Okay. Okay, so we got this Liz Claiborne set. And by set is its necklace and earrings. And here are the earrings. So these are the earrings. Go with it. And this is the necklace. And I think, as I recall, this is quite long. Well, this is new at tags. And original price on this was $38. Huh. Store was just, sales store? The suggested retail was $38. I'm sure that's not what I really went for in the stores. Never sold for that. But then there's the well, I think that's the logo there. So, yeah, there's the logo on the back of that, the square piece. And it is a lobster claw Tight fastener. And get the necklace up close here so you can see the little acrylic beads with it. They're kind of like an amethyst color. I don't think these are stone. I think these are acrylic. Maximum length looks like it's going to be quite long. Yeah, 24. So yeah, very colorful. It's nice and sparkly. You know, it does catch the light nicely, and the purple is a nice accent. So, and then the matching earrings to go with it. Okay. Thanks, Jocelyn. It is a nice set. Okay. Find that on my list. Oh, I misquoted my price. I didn't look at my list before I jumped up there. I had written down $8 start. So if anybody's interested, $8 and maybe the extra dollars, an incentive to purchase it, go right ahead and say so. Sure. They're co-joined here, so I'll try to hold that better there. There's one of them. And it is a shepherd's hook. And what they did is they linked them together so they wouldn't get separated. There's one side of the earring. There's the other side. They basically look the same on both sides, I think. Oh, I didn't realize it before, but it even has the Liz Claiborne logo on the bottom of the earring. Huh. Oh, I see you at 8, Jocelyn. Thank you. We will say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Jocelyn for $8. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Find a nice bag to put that in. I have a bag for it somewhere. Right. Well, we'll use this other bag I got. I just want to put it in a bag so I can write your name on it. Here. Okay. Thank you. Let me set that over here with the other stuff. And let's go. I had these up last week again. There was a small audience, so I thought I'd reintroduce them. The woman they gave us, they got these from, said they were from the Dakota Nation. They're hair clips, and I have two of them. I have one larger one smaller one. This is the larger of the two. And you can see it's a hair clip. And I'm going to just stick it on top of it. No, I guess I wasn't going to stick it on top of it. See if I can get it to stay on there, but I think I can. Oh, let me just do this. There. It's not very pretty, but Dakota Nation hair clip. Apparently this woman traveled. I'm just going to start this at 12. Oops, I misspelled clip. That's all right. You know what I mean. I'll show it up close again here. So it sort of looks like it's got these two little antennas. So I think that means it's supposed to be some kind of a bug or whatever. That's all really pretty beads, pre-bead work. And this looks like it's a leather backing on it. See, it's sewn in. I'm guessing hand stitched. Looks of it. I don't know if there's any interest in something like that. Okay. Grab my pen here. Oh, again, here I am. Written wrong. Trying to write down the prices from memory, and I meant to say 10. I'm rushing in here too much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to go to another non-jewelry item, and then we'll go back to the jewelry. I'll kind of go back and forth a little bit here for a bit. I have, I think, mostly jewelry tonight. Although it didn't show it in the preview, but there is. Just didn't have time to prep it. So, yeah, it is amazing beadwork. Okay. All right, we'll pass. Again, like I say, somebody sees this later on. I have another one. I'll show that a little later, maybe if it's in this some interest in it. Okay, I have an electronics toy of sorts called Sound Moves, and I'm going to do a buy it now of $6. How's that sound? So the way these bracelets work, and I have them in pink as well. I have one in pink. I actually have a couple of these, one blue and a couple in pink. But it says includes free apps. It's motion activated musical bands. Includes free apps. Connect multiple bands to app. Download over 400 plus sounds. Does have a warning. It says contains button or coin cell batteries. Okay, so you know that. It is for ages 8 to adult. Put on sound bands on your hands and or feet. Power it on. You download the app and you pair it via Bluetooth wireless. And you download over 400 sounds and you make music by moving. So, obviously, something for someone who likes to dance or just jump around. Simply moving your wrist and or ankles, create beats, rhythms, and music, or layer your beat onto a song. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. Anyway. All right. While I look that up from that, while I get the next item. Yeah, I'll do this. I debated about whether to do this one or not, but I think I will. Only because I got it, and I can. Okay. All right. Oops, let me get the type in pass first before I pull that. Okay. Sound moves. I have this really large necklace of gold and green. That's all acrylic. I'm just looking out of curiosity if somebody would be interested in this, if they want to take it apart for the beads or whatever. But I was just going to ask $2 for this. So I'm just going to call this a large necklace. $2. And it is a double strand. As you can see, it has an unusual fastener on it. It's this kind of a fastener. Let me see if I get that on the camera properly. Yeah, there we go. So the double strand connects there, and it's a loop type hook. It goes onto there. If I can get it, the fingers here. I suppose you could wear it as one long strand if you wanted to, but then you have to figure out some way to hide the hook. Anyway, there it is. Is anybody interested in something like that, just for either repurposing it or using it for whatever reason you might want? But it is what it is. I thought I could put it out there. It came in some stuff we had, and I just couldn't figure out what to do with it. But I said, well, I'll throw it out there and see if anybody's interested in something like this. So I'm just going to pass on that. But again, I just want to throw it out there and see if Shredder's close. You can see it's just all acrylic pieces. So, all right. Next. Let's go with another set. This is a 9 West necklace and earring set. Say it right. Here's the earrings. I'll put those. Again, they're looped on each other, so take them apart this time. I'll show the earrings in a minute here. They're on the bottom down there. So, what did I say this was? 9 West. It's considered okay. So 9, and they are marked. I'll explain something in a minute here. Vintage America. That's what they call them. They call this as a Vintage America set. Now we'll start this. Let's do this one at $8 also. Okay. So I'll show the earrings and then we'll get onto the necklace here in a minute. So here's one of the earrings. Again, shepherd's hook. All silver toned. I didn't see any markings on the earrings, but you can see they definitely go with the necklace. Looks like they're about 2 inches, 2 to 2.5, 2 to maybe even 3 inches long here. And then the necklace itself, it's a combination of a chain and leather. And at the top of the leather is this type of connection. It is not a lobster claw, it's just one of these round type things. There's the little tag that goes with it, and on the tag it says Vintage America. That must be the line of jewelry. I'm trying to see if I can get my hand steady enough here to show you that. So it must have been a line of jewelry they were putting out called Vintage America with the earrings. Okay. All right, we'll pass on that. And this is also something I showed last week. I apologize, I'm repeating it again, but again, there were a couple people here tonight that I don't recall were there last week, so I'm trying to give you the advantage. Oh, shoot, just lost the little videos. Sorry, just trying to find the little rubber piece that goes in the earring. I know there's a name for it, but I don't remember it. Okay, let me put that back in the bag so I don't lose any of it. And I had these last week. Glass blown glass pieces. I've got two. A bunny and a bird. Yes, I know. Blue Bunny ice cream. Somebody brought that up last time I showed this. So, blue blown glass figures. We'll start this one at $12 for choice. How's that sound? I'm sure there are no markings on the bottom, so they're not signed. But the bottoms are quite smooth, which is always a good sign of quality. So that's the little bird. In very, very good shape. It's just some sticker residue there. Apologize for that. I didn't get a chance to clean that up. I should have. There's the bunny. Again, there's probably some sticker residue on here as well. Yeah, on the bottom. This one has a sticker residue on the bottom. Probably from the original. No, again, no signature, but a very smooth bottom. It's supposed to be an indication of good quality. Yeah, you can see I didn't clean it very well. Left a little bit of dust in between the ears. Needs to wash behind his ears. Sorry, bad joke. Nah. Okay. All right. I thought we'd pop them back up there this week and see if there's any interest in either one of those. I didn't have them in the preview, but all right. I can't remember if I showed this one last week or not. I should look at my list. The next item that comes up. I gotta find it on my list. There it is. Okay. I'm interested in the glass figures. I think another necklace with gold tone chain. I don't think there was a marking on it. I'll check it and I'll take it off the thing here. There's a little square box here, a little square pendant with three little clear rhinestones at the top and a green something over there in the middle. What you can see from my fingers, quite delicate, small. And so we're going to call this a gold tone necklace with green accented pendant. And we'll start this at $4. I'll bring it up close so you can see it better. You can see those three stones right above it. And I don't think there's anything on the chain. No markings I can see. So I do have one that's got some markings on it. It's not this particular one. Length is 16. Would have guessed that. If there's any interest. Okay. Alrighty, we'll pass on this necklace. And switch to a music box. I think this was in the preview. Yeah. take care of this necklace here first. So I'm going to get tangled up with the others. Okay, so unlike other music boxes that I have shown, this is a different one in the sense of, I have shown other wooden ones. Let me just, I'm going to call this simply a wooden music box. And I'm going to put the name of the manufacturer in here, which I need to double check my spelling. And we'll start this at $10. Okay, let me just get both my hands free here. So you can see it's got some, basically it looks like a print of an old painting of sorts. But this is Swiss movement. It plays the Serenade Minuet, Eine kleine Nachtmusik, from the company Rouge, or I guess you pronounce that, Rouge. And when you open it up, it's all in. There's a little pocket there. Yeah. Bring it closer to the microphone. So when you close the lid, it stops, and there's the bottom. It has Rouge on the name as well. There, it's a solid wood box. It is well made. Interesting is the hinges are hidden as well, the way it's made. So you really don't see the hinges that well much on the back. You just see the pieces here, and the sides are very clean. I know there's some folks out there that are interested in music boxes, and this is a really, really nice sounding one. I mean, hopefully the sound came out really well, and you could hear it, how beautiful this really sounds. Okay, well, pass on that then. And let's think about that. What do we do next? We have a very interesting ring. I don't know how to describe it much other than it has the word Germany in it in the inside. And so I can't really say what a size is. It's right around now about a size 7. And let me bring the camera down. That's about as close as I can get, I guess. Hang on, let me see if I can put it on display. That helps me. Excellent. Okay. So, here it is. I'm gonna. This is a very new. I'm guessing this is a vintage ring labeled Germany. We'll start this at $7. It may be. I don't think it's antique, but it definitely I think it's vintage. And you'll see that the stone on this is. Use it in my hand because I think the black's going to offset it quite a bit. Let's see if we get that to focus. There we go. Some of that's the glare from the light here. Cut that down a little bit so it doesn't quite glare so much. And so it's got this woven edging and ring part, and in the middle there you can maybe make it. No, that's upside down. Where it says Germany right there in the middle back. And so it is technically an adjustable ring. And it is very easy to move these pieces to adjust it. Originally, it was a little misshapen, and I took my mandrel and tried to round it up a little bit. I didn't have my leather hammer, so I didn't give it a good whack to put it in better shape. But it's pretty good shape. But my wife is the jewelry expert in the family here, and well, she's much more knowledgeable than me. And she said rings from vintage eras like the 1920s and 30s were adjustable. That was not uncommon. And even more expensive rings were adjustable. It was easier to make adjustable rings to appeal to apparently, to people. So this is a really, in the way the stone is held in by all these little prongs all the way around. So I just thought as a vintage ring, I thought somebody might find it very interesting and might be inclined to purchase it. But again, like I say, I don't know what the material is. It's not labeled other than Germany and has this stone, and it is a stone in the center. So. Okay. Alrighty. Cross that one off on the list. So we'll go on to the next. I'm going to jump to a non-jewelry item real quick here. Oh, there it is. It's a non-jewelry item per se, but and I know this is. Let's see, what is this? This is the month of May. So this is almost 7 months prior to the season of Christmas. But if you know somebody who's pregnant and due around that time, maybe they'd be interested in having a little. And this is pink. That's not showing up well on the camera. It's got a photo in there. Baby's first Christmas, and I believe this is supposed to be an ornament. So if you know they're going to have a girl, or if you don't think that it doesn't matter about whether it's pink or not, this originally went for $13, and this is brand new. I will ask. What's fair here? We'll say. I was going to say 5. I think we'll say 5. Oh, I didn't pass on the previous item. No, that's funny. I've typed it too. There, that's straightened up. If there's any interest in that, or you're just a reseller that wants to take and put that in your own thing, I think there's lots of room there on that for something like that. Okay, and while that's up there, let me see what we'll bring up next for jewelry. Get that on the board. This is a nice long one. Excuse me, I get my loop. This is marked, and I can't remember what it was marked because I didn't write it down. Dummy me. That's what I thought. Okay, we'll pass on the baby set. I just thought I'd give it a shot. It was digging, like I said, I was digging through some old stuff. And I said, I don't think I've ever tried to put this up on an auction. So I'll see what happens. Okay, back to jewelry. Okay, so we've got a nice, really, really long necklace. And let me bring this up a little bit more. I think I need to do it this way there. Back this up. I'll give you the length on this in a minute. So it's a silver tone with blue accent beads. And what did I do with it on my list? Here it is. And we're going to start this. Start this at $5. Now I'll bring it up close here so you can better view it. Now let me get the lint while I'm taking it off of here. Overall length, I'm going to guess is around 24 or better. Oh, that's probably 26. Yeah. So there's the clasp, and it is marked Korea on that little tag. And you can see, I mean, this could be silver. I have no idea. It doesn't seem to be, we did clean it up with some silver polish, I think. So if it's not silver, maybe silver plated. But you can see the little accent beads on here. That's what I was trying to show here up close. Plus you can see the silver tone to it. And you know, all throughout. So it's a nice long, but very, very light. Not a heavy piece by any means. Well, in focus now. There. If there's any interest in that. I did pop up the price. Yes, I did. Okay. Try the next couple of items here while that's up. Okay, no interest in that, so we'll pass on that. And bag that up so it's not going to get tangled. And you can see what's coming next is Snoopy. These are placemats. Get that centered better and bring the camera up a little bit. It's a set of 4 placemats. I'll show it more detailed in a second. $8 start on this. Okay, so these are pretty good size. Does it say it's on here? I think it's about there. Looks like about 14 by 14. Yeah. And there's 4 different ones in there, and it's still in the original packaging, so I'm not taking it out of the packaging to show you them. But you can see in that picture there, this is the one that you see, and these are the other 3. So each one is a little different. And this is Be Joe Cool, I think. I don't know if all the others are labeled similarly or differently. I'm trying to see that. Yeah, they all say Be Joe Cool. And you can see the, you know, the top. Oops, let me back up a bit here. The top. You can see it's not perfectly square at the top. His top of his head sticking up on the other 3. So, you know, if everybody interested in something like that, or if you got kids that are into Snoopy, or if you're just into Snoopy, we love Charlie Brown and this. So we have all the videos, all the DVDs. So, okay. Well, that's up. Set up the next item. Cross that off. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, we'll pass. I'll get this boat ready to go. We'll put Snoopy aside for now. We got another very interesting necklace. I'm just trying to get it to show here properly on the board. And this is a matching set of earrings on this as well. I'm going to take them here. These are clip earrings. I just want to make sure you understand. These are clip earrings. So, now, but the design of them, if you're a person who has all the proper equipment, you could easily put shepherd's hooks on these. So I will show the earrings here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to call this the blue and gold tone set. And we'll start this. Better look at my notes on this one, so I'll never get it right. $8 start. Okay, so I'm going to show both the earrings, but I'll show one at a time here. So there are the earrings. They look like little blue Christmas trees, I guess. So, and like I said, they are a clip earring. Here's the clip. There's no markings on that I could see. And then here's the very long necklace. 24. Necklace is 24. And there's the piece that hangs on that. And this is a very delicate gold tone necklace with this. And I think is it labeled? Maybe it has a Korea sticker on it. I mean, a sticker, but stamp on it. This is another Korea item. Yeah. Let's show without the glare. Fat fingers here. Keep my hand steady enough for it to focus. Yeah, you can see the label Korea. I didn't know if this piece. It's a very unusual piece of like blown glass. I didn't know if they'd be interested in that, so we'll throw that up there. $8 start. 9 o'clock already. Okay. And speaking of clip earrings, I'll show that next. There's some really interesting ones here. Again, I don't know if anybody's into clip earrings, but some people are still. So, all right. And this comes in a nice little gift box, by the way, as you can see. Okay. I have these clip earrings. I don't know if this is the original box they came in. But it sure is a nice box that they came in. These are clip earrings. Here's the clip. It's just a very unusual pattern. And the box is an old box. That's why these have been get out the cover-ups. That's all I want to do. So it's got this princess distinctive jewelry. And then it says Lady Fair Earrings Royal. And it says silver, but these are, I don't think these are silver. I think they're silver tone. There's no markings on there. And it just doesn't look like silver or have the feel of silver. Or the smell of silver for that matter. So, anyway. But there they are. And I wasn't going to ask a lot for those. $5 start on those. if there's any interest. So very unusual. Okay. Oh, that's right. I showed this because it was in the preview, so I get this item up next. And we'll pass on the clip earrings. Like I say, I always say, if there's anybody interested in these things that you see this later, please let me know. Let's have a box properly here. Yeah. Nothing else. It's a really nice gift box for these clip earrings. Okay. So I showed this in the preview yesterday. It is brand new. I had to take it out of the box to show it in the preview. It's from Willow Tree. It's musical. It's called Around You. And you see, it is. Still has the phone. And it is really pretty. I'll take the plastic off so you can see it better. Didn't take the plastic off in the preview, but I will tonight. I don't think it's ever been wound up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, looks like. It wasn't on there properly. I'm trying to screw the base on here. It wasn't on. Give me a second. Like I said, the little arrow says go this way. I was going backwards. That's why. It says Susan something Lordy on there, the name. Willow Tree. So it has the tags and everything else to go with it. It says it's the Tchaikovsky's love theme from Romeo and Juliet. And we'll start this at 15. Very pretty. I can't make out what her name is. Susan something. Here. I can't read her signature. It is from Willow Tree. Number 27465. Even has a little gift card in there if you want to give it as a gift. And there's here with a little note from Susan herself right in there. Is any interest in that? I'll leave that up there for a moment while I queue up the next item. Oh yeah. Like I said in the beginning, I hope everybody's doing well. We're doing okay here in Vermont. Weather's finally, well, we're getting some rain. My weather station said we've got this month so far about 2 inches of rain. That's not out of the ordinary, so. Okay, well, no interested in that little musical piece. We'll pass on that. And put this stuff out of the way. See if I can repackage it. And while that is there, we'll put this necklace up. It's got a gold tone necklace with an amethyst-like, I'm going to call it amethyst-like, I'm not sure if it's amethyst, pendant. Sorry, pardon the noise here from trying to repackage this thing. Put it back in the box. There. Okay. Oops. Paperwork in there. Okay. Let's bring this guy up close. You see the little amethyst. I think it really is an amethyst in there. But it's just very light colored. Let me get it on my hand instead so you can see. And that's a very delicate light chain. I'm going to guess 16 or 18. 17. 17. So it's this type of connection on it. A little loop. Very delicate little gold tone chain. Very gold tone. I mean, very nice quality to the chain from what I can tell. Here's the stone. Really cute, delicate little thing. What did I say on this one? $4. See. We'll see if there's any interest at that. At $4. Very delicate, like I say, very delicate little chain and nice little amethyst. You see, it's not really large stone, very lightweight. Just so not overbearing. Okay. What do we do next? Got another. This is Claiborne pieces. I'll show that. I may have shown this before. I can't recall. Okay. Yes, this is a Liz Clip piece. Oh, no, it's a long one too. How do I got my tape measure that one? This one. Okay, we'll pass on this little nice little guy. This little beautiful little necklace. Gold tone job. $4. And we'll bag him up. It up. And him, it, whatever. And we'll go with this other Liz Claiborne one, which is super, super long. I want to see if I can find a way to shorten this so I can get it to display better on the board here. This thing is 36 inches. So definitely a fasten down there. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's one way of showing it. Not a perfect way of showing it, but one way of showing it. All right, this is really, really long. So it's having difficulty getting to show on this board, but Liz Claiborne red necklace. We'll start this at $8 also. And so you can see this, I'm going to try and hold it up like this so it will display it better. There we go. So it's more symmetrical looking. Back it up. There we go. A colorful red piece. There it is. As you can see, there's a lot of chain on this, and that's the lobster claw fastener there. There's the Liz Claiborne logo and label on the back. And this says Liz Claiborne established 1976 on the back. It almost is better to, I think, just lay it on the table. You can see it. Oh, let me show you what the stones look like. The red things look like up close. You can see. Little focus. There we go. And it's the same thing on both sides. This way. Focus now. Come on. There we go. And it's a Liz Claiborne piece. $8 start. Okay. And next I'm going to do a batch of jewelry. So yeah, pass on this. Pull it. Bag it up. And I got a bag full of little earrings. You bring the camera down. And I'll dump them out here in a second as soon as I take care of this other necklace. And I was just going to say, for this whole set of little earrings, and you'll see what's in the bag here in a second, a little variety. Oops. Now, why didn't it take that? That's weird. We'll start this at $5. It'll be an odd number for something that's even by number of items, but that's all right. Sorry, that's the mathematician in here. Yes. Oh well, I thought there was more than two in here. Okay, so there's only two sets of earrings. Let me fix that. There's this long black one here with. Let me add some more. And then these candy cane ones. Oh, that's missing a hook. Shoot. No, I can add a hook, so don't worry about that. Oh, let's grab some earrings. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's still going.
Huh?
Still going. The wife is asking, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Oh, let's see. What can we add to this? I get so much done. How about we throw in those? And we throw in. Let's see here. No, that's not earrings. Sorry, just going through my pile of stuff here. Oh. threw in these. It's like little stones. I'll just leave them in the bag. Oops, can't see them on camera. Sorry. So we'll throw in those and these post earrings and what else here? How about those? And those. Any interest? I'll throw them all together, all that for $5. All of that, if anybody's interested. If not, go back in the bag. Back in the bin. Oh, Jocelyn, I see you at 5. Anybody else would be 6 or more? If not, we'll say going once. Excuse me. Going twice. That's the reason when I grabbed that bag, I thought there was a lot more in it. So let's go. Sold to Jocelyn. Thank you, Jocelyn. Let me find a suitable bag to put those in. And we'll get those out of the way. I just had a bunch of bags. Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. I'll get a hook on this one. Oh, set those aside. I have hooks, so that's not a problem. Okay, thank you. All righty. What are I going to do now? Oh, yeah. Let's stick with the jewelry theme of sorts. Anybody interested in the cute little horsey trinket box? Yes, it is a trinket box. We'll start here at, let's see, $5 start. And yes, it opens. It's a tiny little thing. You can see from my hand, it's not very big. It's maybe 2 inches across. Before you get to the top, it was about 1.5 inches. The whole thing overall is probably about just under 3 inches. Cute little trinket box. No markings on it, I can see. Just the gold tone trim. So, pen. Just write your name down, Jocelyn, so I don't forget. Okay, horse trinket box. No interest in that. That's fine. Okay, we'll pass on that. I have this vintage pendant. It's marked TAT, T-A-T, with a copyright on the back. And so it looks like I don't know if it's mother of pearl or acrylic. I have no idea. Probably acrylic. And then little rhinestones along the bottom. On the back, it is marked. Oh boy, that shows it really well on camera. TAT, copyright with TAT. It is independent, but it's a clip. Like so. It's in excellent shape. And I think I was going to ask $4 for that. If you want me to, I could find a chain for it probably for a little extra. But the thing about this is you can put it on any chain you want. So I don't know if anybody be interested in something like that. But it is definitely vintage. I tried to research this particular company because this is the first time I've seen one of these pieces labeled TAT. And there was reference to this company, but no history about it, which was interesting. Apparently they produced a lot of jewelry, but there was nobody done anything definitive to describe what the company is. So, thought I'd throw it out there. And, okay. We'll pass on that. 9:30. Are there any crafters out there that would be interested in a string of amethyst chips? I can't take them out of the bag because they're loose. You can see they're on a string, and they are amethyst chips. But I'm not taking them out of the bag because I'll lose them or spill or anything. So I'm just going to call this amethyst chips. Oh, we'll start this at $5. See if we can help somebody out here with. Is any interest in that? Yeah, this is just that. I don't know how many are in there. Well, there's a piece of metal in there. It's interesting. So this must have been a piece of jewelry that came apart at one time. That's my guess. There's that in there. Is that the the string? Could be. I don't know. I see a barrel type connector, but I don't see another one. And then there's a gold tone earring backer. I don't know. All right. Okay, we're getting down to the end of my stuff for the night. Didn't show this one. Okay. And I didn't show this. And I didn't show. Just let me handle it. Talk on it. I hate that when it happens to me. Okay. We'll pass on the chips. Now I've got something else I can show. Oh. And I don't think this one's marked either. So I'll just throw this up on the board with a little necklace. Okay. Just trying to find my note here on it. Somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is silver tone. I don't know how else to describe this with triangle shapes. How does that sound? We'll start this at $4. So Bring it up close. You can see it's got like it's sort of like multicolored. I think it's going to show better against my hand. And I want to get the length anyway, so I'm going to take it off and do that. And it has an extender, quite a long extender, actually. So without the extender, goodness gracious, I'm such a klutz. Without the extender, it looks like it's about 16 inches. And then it's got a 3-inch extender. So that's pretty set. That's pretty sizable. I'll get it on my hand here so you can see it against the flesh tones. I think that shows it really nicely. That there's not just a single color there. You can see it's got kind of gold flecks to it in the pieces. And clear, golden clear flecks to it. And then there's the back of it there. So it hangs like that. You can see the gold tone contrasting in there with the clear. Okay. And I had talked about this earlier. If you had missed the first one, I'm going to show that now. We'll pass on this. Nobody wants that for $4, so we'll pop that off of there and put that away. And this, I said, this is another hair clip from the Dakota Nation. This is a little bit smaller than the other one. And this one's all blue. Again, it's a hair clip with that looks like hand sewn leather backing. What is this overall length? Is not including the little antenna, about 3.5 inches where it hangs. And set this down, bring the camera down so I can type. That woman supplied this. Apparently, she got it while she was on traveling. So, start this at $8. If there's any interest in that. It's not better displayed. Get that out of the way. And then we're going to show an Avon piece. Everybody's interested in Avon. Okay, pass on the hair clip. And going with that, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. I mean, I got rid of the cold, I thought, but I think my allergies are what's letting me in now. Okay, so this is Avon, and I have the original box. It comes in a little pink pouch from Avon, and this is called the Circle Heart Pendant Necklace in Pouch. And there's the French version of it. This was from 2007. So, Avon necklace. We'll start this at $6. I'll show it up close here. It's got it's really a tiny little chain on this thing. Very delicate. And it's got, that's a extended, yeah. It's 2 clips, which is interesting. There's blobs of claw at this end and a ring at this end. And the piece looks like that up close. Get that to focus. Trying to get that so you can see it focus it better. It's just too much light, I guess. Let's see if what happens when I shut that off. Nope, that's way too dull. Drop the intensity a bit. There. Yeah, that's better. So you can see it's circle and heart. That's a very delicate little chain. Okay, and that comes in a pouch and everything. So it comes in this little soft pouch. I have other Avon stuff too if you dig out people are interested in Avon. Okay, and I'll get ready for the next things, and then we're going to call it a night probably. Unless there's somebody that says, oh, yeah, I'd love to see this or that or whatever. I think I brought everything up that was in the preview. Yeah, pretty sure I did. Okay, and pass from Avon. Put it back in its little pouch. Put in there. And we have a pair of earrings. I've shown these recently in the past, I think. So I apologize if it's a duplicate, but these are really pretty shepherd hooks earrings with kind of a peacock look to them. I think the overall, not including the hook, is about 1.5 inches. Yeah. About 1.5 inches in length. And there's a pair, of course. Let me set those down so I can type. And I'll put the camera on them so you can look at them. What was I saying? We'll start those at 6. Didn't mean to put that on all in caps. Hang on. The caps lock by accident. Yeah. If there's any interest in those, they're very, very light. They look like they'd be really heavy, but these are extremely light. Yeah. Very colorful. They catch light in an interesting way. I'm afraid to show you against that dull cloth on the. This is the back of it, by the way. The back of it is. You can see the pattern at the back. But it's got a couple bead it right above it, but it does catch the light nicely. Really interesting greenish color. All right, in the proper light. Okay. I was looking at my backup stuff to see if there's anything I wanted to bring up tonight. But I may have forgotten to bring up last week, or I have brought up on the pictures in the past. I have toys in my reach. Like little bags of. I think I showed some of this last week, but I don't remember. Maybe not. So, dinosaurs. This one's a Wild West type thing. So, let's pass on the peacock earrings. I'm just going to put these up. If there's interest, just let me know in the chat, and then I'll throw a number out there. But more than likely, it's going to be less. Whatever I'm showing you is going to be less than $10. So, any interest at all? A bag full of cowboys and Indians and that kind of thing. There's a Buddha in there. I'm not sure why. There's a Sphinx in there. It looks like Stonehenge. So you can have a really interesting story here. Native Americans, cowboys, bison, Great Wall of China. Yeah, there's built these. I don't know. This is really kind of curious. There's a covered wagon, but it doesn't quite meet the same scale as the people. Anyway, that's kind of what I have. There's a really interesting mix of stuff. Then the other bag I have of toys, these are just loose random things. It's got a camel, and let me bring the camera up. It's really not showing you very well, is it? I've got a camel in here, a dinosaur, an elephant, some more dinosaurs, smaller ones, little tiny ones. This looks like a soldier. Another dinosaur, a horse, some more little dinosaurs. Yep, a lot of dinosaurs in this one. Nope, there's an antelope or something like that. Another soldier. Really interesting, random stuff. I'm not even quite sure where these bags came from. I'll be honest, but I thought I'd throw them out there. The other thing I have is. I have like, I guess the best way to put it is ephemera type stuff, like postcards and photos and things like that. I even have a vintage 8mm film. I have not figured out what to do with it yet. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me, it's within reach here, so I can show it to you. At first I thought, oh, this is Scotch magnetic tape. My wife thought it was too when she picked it up. And I looked on the back and said, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. It talks about Christmas morning and old Shep and Pa and something, young love. And then I said, well, let's open the box. It's 8mm film. And it's just, I think it's film only. I don't see it. I'm looking at the film. So I know how these things work. I used to be a projectionist from high school, and it doesn't look like it has a soundtrack. So I think it's a 8mm reel of video of some family events that I don't believe includes any sound. It says Red Sails in the Sunset, Carol and Linda, J and J, Joan and Ward. Kind of interesting stuff. So anyway, alrighty. Well, let's see. We're gonna call it a night. And thank you for attending, those that were here, and thank you for the purchases. And wait and see what we're going to do next week, I guess. It's getting on 9:45, and I usually try to wrap this up before 10. So I am going to, and I'm pretty much, as you can see, I ran out of stuff. I just was throwing some random stuff out there. See if anybody interested, if anybody's still out there and anybody interested. And if you're watching this later, please email me all your information if you want anything. I have the people who have purchased tonight. I have their information, so that's no problem there. Oh, let me switch cameras. I always forget that. Busy yakking and not paying attention what I'm doing. There we go. So thank you. And I will post another preview next week, and maybe we'll have a pop-up. My wife and I have been talking about doing pop-ups where we just go out there for maybe half an hour and put some stuff out there, really, with some notice, but no preview. So we'll see. But thank you all, and again, if you're interested in anything that you saw that did not sell, let me know. You have my emails right there on the screen. And it's I'll put it in the chat as well. And you all have a blessed night's rest.